industry news to mobile technology leaks and rumors. We cover tomorrow's tech news today. eSIM Tech News.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Welcome back. eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 245, aka Just Tech News. Episode number 245. Thank you for joining me on this glorious Thanksgiving afternoon. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. A nice and easy day off. Hopefully, if you're one of the very few that do have to work, hopefully it's not too bad. Trust me, I've been there, done that, so I enjoy these days off. Well, I work for myself now, but you get it. When I used to work 9 to 5, I used to have to work Thanksgivings, and it sucked. So, gonna be a quick show, maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that. No more than 30. I have Thanksgiving to get back to. But we got to get to this tech news because you're probably not going to hear it anywhere else. It unless you already saw it. Information just leaked out just a couple of hours ago. We have OnePlus 13R specs, and it just got certified by the FCC. But that's not the only device that got certified by the FCC. What do you know? Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and the other S25 models, the base S25, S25 Plus, ran through the FCC. They tried to sneak it. They were very clever, very sneaky, Samsung. Cannot get it past me. And they tried to sneak it under the radar. It was yesterday, right before a holiday weekend. They were hoping nobody would see it, and that's for a reason, because as you know, not all. A lot of these specs get certified, basically. Now, yeah, we basically know what's already going to be on these devices, but it's almost revealing the model number and model numbers, and some specs are certified, are verified to be true. So we also have an updated article on I updated the article on the iPhone 17 Pro. So there's been a lot of talk online in regards to the 17 Pro, the new redesign. Updated my article. We'll probably take a look at that if we have time. But as you can tell, I'm a OnePlus fan. So let's get into it. We got some big news, not just with specs, but I think this might be, I was thinking about it earlier. I think this OnePlus 13R might be the best phone to get for the price this year, assuming it comes out before the end of the year. I think they are. I think they will, and we'll get into that too. But we also have some design changes that I was pleasantly surprised to see. Very excited. Just this one little design change, boom, automatically got to get it. I was gonna get it anyways, but it's a must buy if you're in the market for a top of the line, because look, it basically is what makes the OnePlus 13R, the R series, what makes their I don't even want to say mid-range, because like OnePlus's R series is like the Google Pixel A series, or is like the Nothing Phone 2A series. It's a watered down version of the more popular, more famous flagship device, right? Now, I'm not even going to call this a mid-range phone. Now, OnePlus does it a little different, because what OnePlus does in their watered down version, they basically use the previous flagship specs in the R series, in their cheaper version, in their watered down version. So it's going to have all the specs that the OnePlus OnePlus 12 has, and they're going to label it OnePlus 13R. So it's a flagship device, and they're going to sell it if you can get it at launch. I think they're going to sell it for, I can't remember what I got last year's phone at. I have the receipt in my drawer over here, but I believe it's like $500. Now, and you can also do, it's $100 off if you do the pre-order, plus you can save if you have devices to trade in, sort of like Samsung, and what all these companies do. So, boy, I tell you, if you're in the market for even a flagship phone, but maybe you don't want to spend, maybe you don't want to shell out $1,300 like on an S25 Ultra, or even $1,000 like on the S25 Plus. This is going to be, you're going to be very delighted when we look at this here. Let me expand my screen real quick and let me show you what I'm talking about. This is insane. Let's go to esimstudios.com. If you go to esimstudios.com, that's my website. I publish that, and everything on there is generated by myself. So let's check it out. I got something to show y'all real quick. So we're going to get into this probably a little later. Let me see what does it look like? Yeah, that's cool. All right, so there's two articles I got here on the OnePlus 13. As you can, OnePlus 13R. Excuse me. If I say OnePlus 13, I'm meaning OnePlus 13R. So many devices, so many numbers going through my head all day. Let's look at what we got. So, news broke that, as I was mentioning in the opening, the one very simple design change that has got me on board, like all systems go on board, like, yeah, I'm definitely getting this, it's going to have a flat display. So if you are one of the few people, if you're one of the people that got the 12R last generation, beautiful device, I can make an argument that I almost preferred to use the OnePlus 12R over the OnePlus 12. Now, the OnePlus 12 had phenomenal cameras, and sensors on there. So that is one area, that's one department that the R is not as good as the flagship, right, in the camera department. But if you remove the camera section, right, if we're not talking about the cameras, just the look, just the feel, just the user interface, how it feels in your hand. Pause. I almost preferred the OnePlus 12R over the OnePlus 12. Yes, OnePlus 12 was more powerful, had all the latest and greatest specs on there, but it was something about the OnePlus, like the display was a little wider, I think. That's why I liked it. The OnePlus 12, pretty tall. The OnePlus 12R, a little wider. Now, it had more curvature on the display. Thank God we're getting over the curved displays. It was a nice little run that the curved displays had. It was a nice little run, probably for about, I don't know, probably, 5-6 years, something like that. Thank God we're going back to flat displays, because I don't always put glass on mine, but it's not just putting tempered glass on it. If I or you want to put it on there, of course you can get the stupid dome glass that you can get for the curved displays, but that's a waste of money. I'm not. If I do put a screen protector on a curved display, it's going to be film. Now, OnePlus does put screen protectors on there. You know what? Did they do that on the 12 series? I don't know. Anyways, that's not the point. It's going to have a flat display. So even the fact that you can put glass screen protector on there, it looks better with a flat display, in my opinion. I like the way it feels in my hand. Pause. Better than a curved display. I'm one of the people that actually have some error inputs, touch inputs with curved displays. It was cool when it was first released. Oh, it's got a curved display. Holy crap, they can curve glass now. And OLEDs. But look, and this is a personal thing. It looks better, in my opinion, with a flat display. I believe phones were meant to have flat displays. I want a flat display, I want a flat back, and I want flat sides. Thank God this is what we're going to get. So, as you know, we spoke about it yesterday. The 13R, the OnePlus 13R, is called the OnePlus Ace 5 in other markets, in the Asian markets, in China. And they name it OnePlus 13R. They give it that R term, that R moniker, for other markets. And the United States is in that market. But if you see Ace 5, technically that's the name of it in China, right? Where it's originated. Now, the international launch is not that far away, thank God. It's projected to have a flat display, flat sides, and a ceramic body. You don't find that too often on a watered down flagship device. So check this out. It's rumored it's going to be powered by an overclocked 8 Gen 3 Snapdragon. So it's not even just the traditional 8 Gen 3, that generic 8 Gen 3, and I just kind of loosely throw out there generic 8 Gen 3. The 8 Gen 3 has been a very, very solid CPU for any device it's in. Samsung, Xiaomi, OnePlus. The 8 Gen 3 has been a really, really good CPU. Good performance, decent battery life. Now, this one's going to be an overclocked version. So they're not just slapping in a generic 8 Gen 3. They're going to put it in there and they are going to crank that sucker up. So it's going to have all-day battery life, right? Swift charging capabilities. That's their new charging term. They have all new batteries. It's going to have a ginormous battery. I think the biggest battery we've seen. It'll have 120 hertz LTPO AMOLED display. It's going to look good. It's going to feel good. It's going to be blazing fast. And you're going to get options up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. And my favorite thing is it'll charge from 0 to 100% in, 25 minutes, something like that. It's amazing when you have a OnePlus device. All your battery fears, if you have battery anxiety like I do, I have battery anxiety and I stay in the office most days. Go figure. But anyways, it dates back to when I used to work a 9 to 5, and when I used to have to work on Thanksgiving, I would get battery anxiety. It goes away when you can literally plug your phone in for a few minutes and it's charged up. I mean, I still, that's one little feature I don't understand why. I don't understand why Samsung doesn't bring this super blazing fast charging to their phones. I still don't see how and why Google does not have blazing fast charging in their devices. I just don't get it. It's amazing. It's probably probably my single favorite feature using OnePlus. You plug it in, you turn around, in what seems to be just more than a couple, but it seems like a couple. You go back to your phone, and what do you know? It's charged up. Can't beat that. I mean, that's a very, very overlooked quality feature of these OnePlus devices, right? So this will basically have all the specs that the flagship OnePlus 12 had last year. So here's a better look at the device. It's a little less, quality is a little less now that I had to expand it, but you can see it keeps that same look, that same feel of the OnePlus 12, just with a flat display and flat sides. You still get that alert slider there, and I really like that green color. I'm not sure, typically with the they have like a baby blue color. They've been known to either dabble in the blue colors or the green colors. Last year, the OnePlus 12R, you could get it in black or blue. This year, here's the graphic. It appears you'll be able to get it in an emerald green color. So here's the leak on Twitter that we found along with the flat display picture. It's going to have a flat OLED, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, overclocked 8 Gen 3, crystal shield glass. Crystal shield glass, what the hell is that? It sounds cool. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Let me expand this. It'll have a metal frame, which is good because on the OnePlus 12R, it had a metal frame, but remember, it had a curved display, not like the newer curved displays like in the OnePlus 12. The OnePlus 12 and the OnePlus 12R, last year's models, had curved displays, but the 12, the flagship, the more expensive model, it was a slight curvature. The OnePlus 12R had big curves like Note 20 Ultra, big curves like Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, big curves like Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, big curves. You get the point. And it did have a metal frame, but you couldn't feel it because it was just the back and then the sides of the glass curved into the back. So this, you'll have a metal frame all the way around. It'll feel something like, it'll feel premium. It'll feel like you paid a lot for it. And look, it is $500 is, but if you get it on launch day, pre-order time, you can get it with a steep discount, probably only costing you a few $100. It's gonna feel premium, and I love that. In a watered down version. I'm gonna keep on using these air quotes because this is definitely not a mid-range phone. This is basically like 1A, 1B, right? You get two flagship phones they're gonna launch, 1A or 1B, right? You get the OnePlus 13 or OnePlus 13R. You cannot go wrong with either one. I would tell you, whichever one you get, I would say congratulations, you got a badass phone. It's going to have a new gaming Wi-Fi chip, so in a ceramic back, which again, you do not find that ceramic composite materials in watered down flagship devices or mid-range devices. Now, going to the gaming Wi-Fi chip, I don't know what that means. I'm going to look into that a little more for everybody to see kind of like what's that all about. I haven't really heard or seen that term used before. New gaming Wi-Fi chip. Now, you can kind of guess what that means. It's probably going to use Qualcomm's all new, is it the X80 modem? X70, X75, X80. I think it's the X80 for this upcoming year. Anyways, it's probably going to, what it means is it's probably going to grab a hold of your Wi-Fi bands, whether it's 2.5, 5, or 6 gigahertz, and it will not let them go, meaning it's probably got a very, very strong modem in there, so you're not jumping back and forth, or if you kind of move away from your router, whether in your home, office, wherever you're at, studio, it'll have a good grip on those frequencies so you don't drop or lose any frame rates in your gaming or any signal or any data loss. So I'm encouraged. I welcome it. I've never seen that before, but okay. It's going to have a 6,300 milliamp per hour battery. 6,300 milliamp per hour battery. Just for reference, the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, big phone, big heavy phone, 5,000. S24 Ultra, 5,000. So look, guys, this thing is you're going to get 2 days of battery life out of this thing. And the best part is when you got to refill the battery, it's only going to take literally a few minutes. So hopefully, look, OnePlus is taking the charge, no pun intended, on this battery thing, this battery life thing. We've been stuck in this little bubble of batteries and battery life and charging for what it seems to be years now. And thank God, OnePlus, out of any company, out of all companies, Samsung, Google, Apple, they're the ones that are stuck in the bubble. OnePlus is like, peace, I'll see y'all later. We're gonna go and do our own thing with this battery and this charging thing. And I welcome it, right? Because nobody else is throwing in. And remember, it's not just a 6,300 milliamp hour battery. Remember, they actually designed this. They actually this new battery was in R&D, research and development, for years, from what I understand, and they actually got it patented. So this is a patent battery design. It's not your typical lithium-ion battery. I need to pull information on that because I did not even think about that until right now. But this is all new battery tech. Charges faster. It'll last you longer throughout the day, and battery health lasts longer. So meaning you can use it for longer periods of time without having to swap out for a new battery. Like if you buy this OnePlus 13R and you use it for, what is a typical phone? Battery dies in 4 years on average, right? Probably 4 years. Maybe not 5, probably 4 years is when you got to change a phone battery out. When we made this announcement, when they patented this new battery technology, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, it's apparently supposed to give you right around 35% longer battery health, meaning not throughout the day, meaning lifetime. So if every other phone roughly have to change a battery out, if you're going to keep it that long, and hey, if you want to, that's cool. After 4 years, you really see your battery start to degrade, right? It won't hold the charge that long. It takes a little longer to charge. Your batteries, it's about time to switch, just like a car battery, right? Honestly, same thing. This OnePlus new battery tech, 35% longer battery life, meaning instead of having to replace your battery after about 4 years, hell, you could probably go 6 years, possibly pushing 7 years. So again, before you have to change it. So you don't see any other company doing this. So you do have to give them praise for kind of pushing this new battery tech forward. Now, one of the reasons why they patent it is so nobody can copy their technology. However, they can lease that patent technology to other companies. So like if Samsung was like, damn, they beat us to the punch, that's a really, really good idea. Samsung mobile division call up OnePlus, and OnePlus can lease that technology, that patent, to Samsung, so Samsung can put it in their phones. Now, I'm sure OnePlus, it's not cheap, right? Because Samsung would be a huge win, or if Nothing wanted to use the battery tech in their Nothing phones, they would have to pay OnePlus to sort of use that technology because OnePlus had gotten patented. Speaking of patents, check this out. Well, not necessarily a patent, but speaking of certifications, so this OnePlus 13R got confirmed in the FCC. So two things here. It's good news because, for one thing, that means we're getting the phone here. The FCC is United States specifically. Now, it'll get certified wherever they're going to sell it. They have to get it certified through the FCC equivalent in whatever country they want to sell it in. But the existence of it getting certified through the FCC means they're going to sell it here. And the other thing is, not only are they going to sell it here, that's confirmed, but it's going to be coming quick. They only certify these right before launch. Again, if you joined us at the very beginning, they tried to sneak this under the radar. Samsung did too, with the S23 Ultra, because model numbers get leaked and then certain specs get leaked about the device. And they would like to kind of keep it under wraps until they unveil it at their big launch. But two good things: it is coming to the US and it will be here before you know it. So basically what you see is what we just went over, although I did put actual documents here for you to view if you would like to review all these documents of the OnePlus 13R getting certified through the FCC. You can certainly review these at esimstudios.com. I also put the links to these articles, these specific articles, in the description box below. So there's one document. Actually, I have three for y'all, 3 or 4. Here's another one. It just gives you the it gives you the bands, the frequencies the device is going to be using here in or whatever country they're going to get certified in. And then I have this little schematics. So it kind of gives you the height, width, length, dimensions of the device. How thick is this going to be? I don't know. But anyways, you can see where the antennas are going to be. Looks like they're going to be at the bottom and the bottom left, all up the left side through the top right, and down the top right side of the device, with no antennas or no bands on the bottom right side, bottom right corner of the device. So interesting. I'm a nerd. I love looking at this stuff. So if you're a fellow nerd like me, please go look at these documents I got from the FCC on esimstudios.com. Again, it is linked in the description box below. Let's see here. Speaking of certifications, what do you know? No, I posted this earlier. Let's hope I posted it. Here we go. Samsung Galaxy S23 gets certified through the FCC. Again, what does that mean? That's good, because we knew they were going to sell it here in the US, so that really wasn't the question. But it's good because that means it's going to be here before you know it. And again, we've known most specs. We now know what it looks like. Again, it's going to have a flat display, this time with rounded corners. But good news is that it got certified, it passed. And again, if you're a big nerd like I am, I got all this information for you right here in the certification. So you get names, who certified it, who submitted the device, with a model name, model number, all that good stuff, right? I have all this stuff here for you. FCC certification, FCC ID, blah, 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 blah. All we want to know is, when is it releasing? So again, we're probably 6 to 7 weeks away from when you can walk inside of a store and buy one. So it's getting right around that time that these will be not only launched, but when you can physically purchase the device. So you can tell, it says here S Pen, Wacom is the technology it's using. A bunch of cool stuff. So again, if you like this stuff like I do, I got all this for you. Now, let me see how much time I got. Damn, I'm running at the limit. Well, I shall go. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, you joining me real quick. I hope the design stays like the leaks of the 17 Pro Max. Sorry I couldn't come on you. Oh, you're good, man. No problem at all. Glad to see you here today. What's going on, brother? Y'all gotta... Who do the Raiders play? Damn, I saw... Was it today? It's tomorrow, right? I think the Raiders play tomorrow. Yes, gotta have a flat display. Gotta have a flat display. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, the OnePlus 13R, I'm getting that. In fact, I'll probably order that before I order the 13. That's going to be the phone to kind of wrap up and end this episode. That, in my opinion, and we'll see as time goes on. That's gonna, and look, it's gonna release. There's been a lot of good phones released this year. I'm expecting them to release this device before Christmas. So if it's just getting passed right now, look, the OnePlus 13 has been released in China. So they're out there. You can actually go buy one if you want one right now. I think they're going to try to get the other markets out before the holiday season. so people can buy them, right? I wouldn't be shocked, but if it's sold after the New Year's, kind of like the S25. Although OnePlus did launch their OnePlus 12 series like a week after Samsung did earlier this year at the beginning of the year. I think they're going to launch them right around early to mid-December, probably December 15th. I don't know, something like that. Could be the phone of the year. Now, when I say phone of the year, I'm not just talking, I guess I need to be more specific. Best, and there's a lot of contenders. I guess you would have to rank it. Well, we can get into it later, but I'm probably going to go on for another 10 minutes talking about rankings. But just trust me, it'll be for the price, for the specs, for the price. If you want to get the most specs you can, but for the smallest price you want to pay, this could be it. Again, it's going to have basically flagship specs, and it's got, I think they released it. Hang on, I think I got my receipt right here. No, I don't. I don't have it. I thought I did. I just pulled receipts from the CMF Phone 1 and a couple other devices. I didn't see it. Anyways, it's going to be roughly $500. And when these phones launch, that's when it's time to buy them, right? We'll get into it. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Trust me. Just stay tuned to eSIM Studios. I will let you know when it's getting time for these to launch, and we'll cover all of it, and we'll get one in-house and do a bunch of testing. So tomorrow's show, join me tomorrow. Tomorrow's Black Friday. I'm going to do an early show. I'm going to do it probably 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, right around noon, maybe 1, something like that at the latest. Black Friday tomorrow. Lots of good deals. I've been adding stuff to my list for my show list that we'll go over. And we are going to review the very best tech deals out there. I'm going to get cheap stuff. I'm going to get not so cheap stuff. And I'm also going to select expensive stuff. That's still a good deal, right? So anything from like earbuds to all sorts of stuff. Trust me. I'm going to cover the $20 segment and end up. So whatever you're in the market for, whether you want to treat yourself to something or you need to get something for your nephew or whoever, your mom, we'll include everything. So don't miss tomorrow's show. I'm going to try to schedule it early. And that way you can view the show, see what deals are out there, and then you'll have a good decent portion of the afternoon to go out and make a purchase if you plan on doing that. But try to do it a little early so you can have the rest of the day to shop around and see what you like or don't like. But join us tomorrow and we'll definitely go over the best Black Friday tech deals in the world online. So eSIM Studios podcast live stream episode number 245. Thank you for viewing. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Please take it easy. Please be safe. And thank you for viewing. It means a lot. I really, really appreciate it. I'm very thankful for y'all, for everybody that views the channel. I really am. So enjoy the day, and time to watch some football and eat. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.